Ireland has been very, very upfront about taking as many asylum seekers, refugees, and have made a big issue about it, how good they are, how kind they are, how modern they are, how progressive they are. But just recently, I think, maybe because there's been a really big influx in Ireland recently, people are actually out on the streets protesting.
As an independent journalist who isn't controlled by corporate interests, I saw many problems arise in the Republic of Ireland and made the decision to report on what was going on over there. Why? Because nobody else was. Ireland has seen a 547% increase in migrant applications from 2021 and 2022's figures. A 547% increase in 1 year, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down. That means Ireland's politicians were able to access a €9.88 billion fund set up specifically to relocate people claiming refugee or asylum status.
We need to be fair with refugees because refugees are welcome in Ireland and people who need our protection should get it.
The Irish people were sold a bill that they were helping women and children fleeing from war-torn Ukraine. But was this really the case? Small communities have seen as much as a 30% increase in the size of the population of their town from so-called refugees. They've been brought in, given accommodation and able to claim benefits. But just how much have the migrants affected the communities to which they have been placed? What has been the result on services, day-to-day living and the infrastructure of the town? Over the last few months, protests across Ireland popped up, from as far as the east to the west coast. But why? Is this a fringe community of so-called far-right individuals demanding the deportation of migrants? Are these people racist, clinging on to traditional values? What backlash did the Irish people receive from politicians and the media who are supposed to represent them? These protests seem to be led by women, mothers and even daughters, standing up and demanding a voice.
But we won't accept unvetted men.
On no circumstances should there be any refugees staying in a children's school.
What's coming into the country, we all know at this stage. Ukrainians are even talking about the people that are coming in here.
It's time for the Irish to come out now in their hundreds of thousands.
My goal? To travel to Ireland and find out how the everyday people feel. Find out the impact of these open door policy is having on communities and individuals. But I'll play this one carefully. To keep my distance from protests, to not allow the media and the politicians to further smear and label these brave people anymore.
There are rumours that a prominent English fascist will visit Cork in the coming days. I want to send a clear message out as a TD for Cork North Central and a proud Cork man. There is no place on the streets for this man or for anyone who holds his beliefs. He doesn't care about our communities, he doesn't care about Ireland, he cares about spreading his disgusting hate.
We're on the way from Dublin to Killarney. Killarney has a lot of problems. Killarney has a population of 10,600. They've put 3,500 migrants in there. We've pulled in on Fermoy, it's on the way to Killarney. We understand there's a school here where they've housed migrants on the school premises.
So we stopped off in Fermoy, just another small town in Ireland. This building here is a huge building that's being used to house migrants. I believe African migrants. But to get to this building, you have to come through the community preschool. This is all, on this grounds are 4 schools, 4 children's schools. Community preschool. You come round, there's the other entrance to the school. That's a primary school. And from people we've spoke to, which we're going to meet some of them now, we've been told they're concerned and they're worried. And they're concerned and worried by the actions of some of the migrants that have come into Ireland that have been assaulting women. There's children being approached, and whether it's right that they're housed on school property. So I had one of the fathers say to me, if I want to play football, if I want to coach my son's football team, I have to go through all these Guardia checks, like the equivalent of a criminal record check in the UK, before you can go near children. You're not allowed within the vicinity of children until you've done that. 40% of the men that come into this country are undocumented. They get rid of their passports, get rid of their papers. No one knows who they are. They're totally unvetted. Are the men in this building on the property and the same piece of land as these children? Does anyone know who they are? Do the government know who they are? Do we know what crimes they've committed in their previous countries? Does anyone know anything about them?
Is that what he tried to grab a child?
He tried to grab a child and she missed it.
Come on, baby! Come on! Yeah, that's what we're learning in our country.
Yeah.
Put your penis away, you filthy animal.
Sorry.
What are you doing taking pictures of my child?
Just for me.
Why are you doing? He's after being taking pictures of my child. He's after taking a picture of my child. He's after taking a picture of my child.
Why are you videoing that girl walking along? Why are you videoing this girl walking along? What? Why are you videoing that girl walking along? You're not sorry. Why are you doing that?
I'll not do it again.
What?
I'll not do it again, I'm sorry.
You not do it again?
Yes.
You're walking down the street following girls videoing them?
Better Bay.
What?
I'm going to Better Bay.
Yeah, you go to Better Bay then.
Why did you think it acceptable that you wanted to rape a 14-year-old child? Why?
What are you saying to me, little sister?
Ben.
Why are you still standing here?
No.
What did you say to me, little sister?
No.
Down there, following her. What did you say to her?
No.
What did you say to her?
I told.
No, my sister's down there.
School told us they weren't told. They
Right.
said they were never told anything about it. Which I don't know whether I believe that or not. I don't know. But anyway, they said they weren't told anything about it. Even yesterday, I asked my daughter, have they said that, and she, yes. Now this is, what, like 4 months later, 3 months later, they still have not even mentioned it to the kids in school. That, hey, there's asylum centre, 100 metre, whatever, so many yards away from the school. Like, they haven't even mentioned it to the students. Like, there's been no stranger danger training or nothing. No, it's like nothing to see here. So we don't feel safe. I really don't feel safe for my kids or for my future.
As we were in Fermoy, my colleague Danny Roscoe caught up with some local ladies to find out how they were feeling about the housing of migrants at a local school.
You know what, we were promised that it was going to be Ukrainian women and children. Where are the Ukrainian women and children? I don't see any anywhere. You know what I mean? It's just lies upon lies from our government. This is an absolute joke. Military-aged, unvetted, undocumented males coming in to our country, destroying it.
I can't be against refugees, I'm one myself. So it's not the fact that they're refugees, it's the fact that they're male, fighting age, and if they're from Ukraine, why aren't they fighting the war in Ukraine?
I never come down here after 6 o'clock anymore. I only came down because the protest was on. Other than that, I won't go out after dark. I'll stay at home. And my kids aren't allowed out in the dark either.